Alright. Goodness. This will be my 6th video, I believe. 6th. I'm talking a little bit like Dashy Games. And he always goes to 6th. I haven't watched him in a while. I don't know if he still does. No, he doesn't do Super Mario Maker 2 or 1 anymore. Sadly, he used to do Super Mario Maker. That was so fun to watch. He doesn't do it anymore. But he always used to play and get pissed as hell. But this is not about him. This is about Evolution 2 and the sales of Evolution 2. It's already been reported that the sales for Evolution 2 are much lower than it is for the Great American Bash or Saturday Night's Main Event. And people are wondering why. Why? People want to see the women. People want to see them have their stories and wrestle, have their moment to show how great they are. Let's be honest. And I'm being honest here. The first Evolution show did pretty well, but it wasn't great. Vince did not believe in it, but Stephanie and many other women fought to try and get it done, and they deserve it. They deserve to have their own show, and there's no problem. But one of the major problems they had in the original Evolution is still here. And it's the way they booked the women. Look, when you look at the knockouts, when it was TNA and then Impact Wrestling and back to TNA, the way they booked the women then for the knockouts was way more substantial than the women than WWE did. And the only time the women ever got a very good shine was during the takeover shows. Now, I didn't watch every takeover show. Just didn't. I know that, and let's make it very clear, Bayley and Sasha, they made a special takeover show by themselves. But they had a long time to build a story between them. Now, here's the problem when it comes to the women in WWE. No stories. No real storytelling. I'm sorry. This is a guy who's always said, like in AEW, the women deserve better. They need stories. When it came to the Japanese wrestlers, they needed stories. When it came to the Mexican wrestlers, they needed stories. They need to be given characters and stories, but they never do it. They just make them do damn matches. And when it comes to the women, it's the same thing. We do not have enough stories in WWE for all the women. And they got more than enough women. They got over 40 women there. Over 40. Counting the ones on the main rosters, not even talking about NXT or Speed. What is it? Evolve and Speed. Not talking about GFW. No, FG. Oh no, what is it called? FG. LFG. Sorry, I don't know why I got them mixed up. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. I am dyslexic. That's why I got things in reverse. But you get what I'm talking about. They got 5 shows for any women to be on. You got Speed, you got Evolution. No, Speed, Evolve. Not talking about main event. You got NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. They got so many shows, but the women are not spotlighted. The women are not shown. They're just not. You got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 women they show. And all the other women are background characters. They don't build them correctly. They don't make them mean anything. Right now, Scarlett, who's Killer Cross's woman, they're on hiatus. Why? I haven't even checked it, but I know they're on hiatus. But why hasn't Scarlett ever been used by herself? Not saying she has to wrestle. She could have been a manager for the other women. Like what's going on with Jasmine Nix when it came to... I know Fatal Influence on NXT TV cannot compare to what's going on there. But it makes sense. Sonya Deville, she was working in the... What was it called? I can't remember what they called themselves. When it was Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Starks, who is out right now. They don't build factions for women properly. They don't build the women at all. They only keep the bare essentials. Becky, Bayley, Asuka, who just came back. You got Io, who's been taking over for Asuka. I know you're going to say Kairi Sane, but really they don't do anything with Kairi. The only one they've been doing is with Io. Then you got Bianca. Then you got now Jade Cargill, because they're making it very important that Jade, who's built like this, is the most important shit, and she's still greenish. She's still not doing very well. And I'm not against her. She's just not doing well. And then there's Naomi. Trinity, who should have never come back, but managed to persuade them to let her turn heel, and now has become the most interesting thing on television. She's one of the few people that is so interesting because you've never seen her turn heel like John Cena. She's been the same way. And she managed to make it mean something. And then Tiffany. I've cared about them, but look at the ones they focused the most. Nia Jax. The one that was the most important one there that they were building around was Liv Morgan, but she got injured when she was in the ring with Kyrie and hurt her shoulder. Now she's got to have surgery again. I don't know if it's on the same shoulder, but she's out. She can't use her arm. She's done. She's going to be out between maybe 4 to 6 months from the reports. And now, the only few women they're going to show, definitely going to show, is Rhea. They're showing Rhea, Bayley, Becky, Bianca. Of course, Bianca's going to be shown. Naomi. And when it comes to Jade Cargill, I know you're going to say there are other women they're going to show, like Io, they're going to show Kyrie. But when you see these women, who are the women who actually got stories behind them? Nia Jax has no story, other than going up against Tiffany. The only story we have is the triad between Bianca, I really have this feeling that when it comes to Naomi, she's not going to win. She'll cash in, but she's not going to win. Now, I could be wrong, and I hope she does. But when it comes to the trifecta of her, along with Bianca and Jade, I have this strong feeling that Bianca is going to screw Jade. She's going to be with Naomi, but Naomi will not cash in. She's not going to. She's going to lose. And Bianca is going to be a bad guy, but then she's not going to be with the Street Profits. So that's one of the few stories they have that makes any interest. Because everyone else has no character, no story. They don't have it. Chelsea Green does have the American thing. Yes, she does. But she don't have no more title. Because Zelina got it. But Zelina, I really do like Zelina Vega. But Selena's more of a manager who can wrestle periodically. And she's been a wrestler for a while. And she won the U.S. title when she shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I love Zelina. But she should never won the title. The way that she was booked to win it was not to make her feel important. It was just to give it to her because it felt like when it came to Aleister Black coming back, they wanted to reward him for coming back by letting Zelina win. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason why. It just looks the way it is. So when you look at the situation, guys, do you actually have an interest in Evolution 2? You don't. It doesn't feel important. And that's the problem. You've only booked the very few women that you cared about, but you got to fill up an entire card now. And you're going to have a battle royal. Yeah, and Alundra Blaze says she wants to be a part of it. But do you care about Alundra Blaze? Do you even know who Alundra Blaze is unless you've seen her when you watched it back in the late 80s and early 90s? And I did, at least before I had to go to school and then got married and my wife didn't care about wrestling and I couldn't watch it because she did not want to see it. I didn't have no time to see it and she didn't want to see it. But it just feels like it's empty. Tell me what you feel. Tell me below. How do you feel about Evolution 2? Does it feel like something? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. But this is just me. Peace.